Welcome back to BloodRayne. We just finished infiltrating an Argentinian Nazi base, single-handedly wiping out our entire hit list, except for one name, that of Jürgen Wolf, leader of the Guggengeist group. To finish him off and settle our vendetta, we're going to have to go all the way to Germany, where I presume we will end World War II on our own, because such is the power of Rayne.
Sir, everyone's dead.
Order from GGG Obersturmführer. Unload the crates.
Yes, sir.
How did this? In the preliminary GGG headquarters at Falkenberg, a Nazi officer has your next target list. Terminate him and obtain the file. You scared?
Amazing intro cutscene there. Shot it like a horror movie, but with our player character as the nigh unstoppable monster. As we have really pretty much become at this point in the game. Very, very satisfying. The opening cutscene was basically shot the same way, but this one even more effectively. It was a pre-rendered cutscene, so I'm probably going to have to edit the shit out of it to get it to present properly, but it'll be worth it.
Castle Gestadt, a place where nightmares are born. Vampires have called this place home for centuries. But now the Germans have put up an eviction notice. They've made some progress, but the creatures they're up against are monsters even amongst vampires. An ancient breed of vampire cut off from the world, where in isolation they evolved into perfect killers. Daylight is fading fast, and with it, any advantage the Nazis might have had. I have a new target list from the Brimstone Society, and an official objective to stop Wolf. Wolf already has Beliar's teeth, ribs, a hand, and an eye. Now he's after the Black Heart, hidden somewhere in this castle. He wants to wake Beliar in himself. Beliar, a demon, a devil. maybe even Betrayal. Wolf can't control this kind of power. If Beliar is woken, we're all in big trouble. Wolf, remember 5 years ago in Louisiana? You almost killed me. I intend to pay you back. With interest.
Papers. Let me see your papers. Done. Right through.
Thanks for the ride, bucko.
So we have visited the Nazis in their motherland so as to finish them. It's going to be a lot more difficult in stark contrast to our little power fantasy opening cutscene there. The Nazis are quite fortified, and we are finally going to see other vampires. Kind of the premise of the very game itself. But apparently they are super ancient hyper vampires who are going to be exceptionally difficult to defeat. Because every new chapter has to have a different type of super monster for us to fight, in addition to generic soldiers. I've at least gotten to know the controls a little better. We unlocked some abilities that I haven't touched at all. Use our super gun here, because we can only hold one super gun. I'll be dropping a few as we go through this area. The opening cutscene did an excellent job of giving us an overlay of this area. It sort of suggested we go through the gate. This is a bad idea, we're not doing that. Because it also gave us a little hint that if we go up here where the first officer was, we can then continue climbing, go over this wall, and provide ourselves with a bit of a shortcut. However, we do get our first introduction to jetpack guys who are susceptible to the harpoon, which trivializes them. Turns them into mobile blood bags. After they die, their jetpack will usually explode though, so you gotta be careful. This truck here, if you approach from this way, this truck will pull forward and dump an officer and, well, an elite, and a bunch of soldiers. At least one of them also has a jetpack. So, either through bad scripting or intentional design, they just make this truck completely harmless if you approach from the secret entrance back here. So it's beneficial in multiple ways. And once we get back here, we obviously gotta slaughter everybody, because we are BloodRayne. That's sort of what we do. One guy does have a rocket launcher, which means he is an elite. They only put those things in the hands of the elites. And we do not have a full blood rage meter going yet. Gonna want to charge that up real quick on the elite. Get that going, and we're good. It's all over.
If you stop shooting.
They're chewing me up pretty good with their guns. I don't know if their guns got like further improvements since we got to Germany, but enemies can saw Rain to pieces in this final chapter. It is very difficult. We're gonna have to be very careful and feed often. I just skipped a cutscene wherein we unlocked a new attack in our Blood Rage combo. But we will see the attack in action plenty of times. It's a spinning ballerina move, which is very slow. I think it makes our combo less effective than it formerly was, but whatever. Right now there's an idle conversation occurring between the NPCs. There's no way to get close enough without alerting the NPCs and causing them to stop talking. So you can't really hear it. And it's not interesting anyway. So screw it. Charge up our Blood Rage again. Up in front of me there is that gate. That's the exit to this area. Can't go through there till we get rid of all of our assassination targets. So if we had gone the suggested route through the castle wall, we would have come to this target second. Then we would have gone out of our way to get to the third target. We would have had to backtrack over this way. And I am almost dead. There we go. I didn't have many other options there to deal with that any better. Kind of random. Whether or not the enemies kill you or whether you kill them at this point. They've just ramped up damage values to the point of absurdity. We're chewing through enemies. They are returning the favor. Everyone dies real quick. It's gonna be a bloodbath here in Germany, especially when the super vampires show up. Charge up our rage. Unleash it. Get us back where we left off. And turn off our rage. Eat this guy. Just to top off our health while we're on this safe little platform. And right about where we left off. I didn't think to pick up the super gun this time, but it's fine. Got enough regular guns. Actually, it seems Rayne started with a super gun. And now we've got our blood rage back, almost. No, we've got it back. We're ready to go. Just sneak around to this guy. Put my gun through him, but it mostly got the job done.
Running. Always running away.
Guns are incredibly effective against the officers because they can block all of our melee attacks, but not the guns. So there's Andrea Zoll. There's our dance that I accidentally skipped last time. It's for the best that I died there. I've had a little bit of practice here in Germany. This is not fully blind. In fact, at the moment, this isn't blind at all. I've played through this in its entirety. This part of the level. Because the next part is unacceptable. You would not want to see a blind run of that. No one should ever have to do a blind run of the next part of this level. It is a crime. Use the humans to block some of the bullets as we're doing our combos. There's a new spinning dance. And our target is eliminated. Gets us some food, which we're gonna need. But there's no real point in feeding while there are enemies about, because they'll just shoot us. It really won't get us anything in the long run. But there we go. Everyone's good and dead. See if we can gather a few more guns. It doesn't look like it. We got plenty though. We're good to go. It could just randomly play out that way, or the other way, where I die. But one way or the other, you'll be getting to the bell tower. This stymied me on my blind playthrough. And we'll see why shortly, but first we gotta come over this way and trigger a quick cutscene.
Vampires! Kill them! Help! Somebody help me! Christ! Ah!
Hey! That's my target!
That introduces our super vampires. They stole one of our targets. And we can't allow that. We have to kill our targets. They can't be killed by other vampires. That would be ridiculous. simply will not be allowed. However, after they grabbed that target, they jumped into that bottomless pit. And if we follow suit, we will die instantly. So, we're gonna have to meet up with that target later. For now, we'll have to intuit that this is the way to go. Because there is no good indication in-game that we need to ignore 95% of the level in front of us and go on a very, very specific path in order to get anywhere. So some of these doors are lit up a slightly lighter shade of brown. Those doors are enterable. All other doors are completely useless. But this one is locked. Okay. That means it can be opened from the other side. I wonder if we can feed on vampires. Yes, yes we can. And it seems to fill up our health like really, really fast. Might have just been my imagination, but that seemed to fill up twice as fast as it does with regular soldiers. So prioritize vampires when we're hungry. Super vampires have super blood. Head over to the dining hall. This door is not a door, of course. Most of the doors around here are not doors. More super vampires. But there's our guy. Blast the hell out of him. Get dead. He's dead. And immediately leave. Because the vampires are gonna chop us to pieces. Now we don't have to worry about them. Goodbye, vampires. You can enjoy the soldiers while we are escaping. Then we'll head up this tower here. Our camera's actually too slow to keep up with the quick rotation. So, not even gonna bother. We got a little sniper roost to go with our new sniper eyeball that we unlocked at the end of the last act. It's gonna be hard to use. Accidentally switched off of the sniper rifle, but ultimately got the job done. Barely. I don't think we're going to be required to use the sniper eye very often, which is good, because using it with analog controls. What a nightmare. Grab some quick health. As always, we're going to have to stop every couple of feet and top off our health, because there's too many damn elites. This door, of course, not a door. Can't be opened. We've suddenly entered a Silent Hill area where most of the doors simply never gonna open. Don't want to go down that way. We want to go up here, where there are some snipers fighting some vampires. Flying vampires. But they killed them all. So now we gotta finish off what they left of the snipers. Rather, we don't have to, but it's a good idea. You leave snipers alive, you're liable to get shot in the back of the head. There's one more vampire bat. Not doing much. No. And apparently I chopped its entire body off. Didn't expect that. So we come upon the bell. We can kick it down. And in fact, we are required to do so for progress. We are above the area we need to be in, though. So we're gonna have to drop down another level very carefully, because the bell went through 2 levels. And if we drop down 2 levels, we are going to have to reset the entire level and do all the exploration we just did again. So then we find a cracked wall. You know how I hate these things. The only thing worse than a cracked wall you have to kick once to break down is a cracked wall you have to kick 5 times to break down. There we go. They're really upping the challenge here in Germany, pulling out all the stops. Ugh. This level design is a nightmare. It is intentionally really bad so as to pad out game length. Quite obviously. Because how the hell were you supposed to find that out? Sure took me a long time.
Securing cathedral. Opening secondary armor entrance. Mobilize foot units to prepare infantry support. Repeat, secondary armor entrance is open. Mobilize und enter.
I hear you. I'll be
They opened up the cathedral for us. So we'll be heading out that way. Killing a few more Nazis along the way. Always a good idea. An armory. Didn't expect to find that, but I'm not complaining.
You know what I'd like? If you stopped shooting.
I agree, Rain. This is a dead end. Gotta be a literal dead end if I don't get away from these goddamn soldiers and their grenades. Here's another armory with a bunch more guns. I don't really need guns. I need to get the hell out of here because we are done. Against all odds, I've traversed the exact corridors that are required to get through this part of the level. They realize we're super, super powerful at this point. As well we should be, this late in the game. So, the only way to apply any sort of challenge is to put a bunch of locked doors in our way. Because that is ultimately the final challenge of all vampires, is not being invited into certain rooms. Of course, we're a half vampire, so we still can enter those rooms. It's just needlessly difficult.
You dropped something.
There we go. You would not believe how long it took me to figure that out in the first place. Embarrassing.
Oh yeah. What are those? I want one.
Get off me! Stop!
Looks like they're gonna try and make it up to us by giving us access to a Nazi super robot. And if anything's gonna do it, it would be mech combat. Fair play to you, BloodRayne. Not gonna say all is forgiven, but yeah, I'm into this. The mech controls very poorly, because this is supposed to be like a 1930s steampunk-ish mech. So it's not good, but it's gonna get the job done. Also, our enemies are evenly matched. So if you're not careful, they'll kill you just as easily as you'll kill them. You really can't dodge anything, because look at how I move. This is ridiculous. That's my turning radius. With my chicken legs here. But that only took a little under a quarter of my health. Hopefully there aren't 3 more of these robots in the next room here, because that would be a problem.
Copy.
There are exactly 3 more of these robots in here. However, they don't know that we have hijacked one of their robots, so they're not going to attack us. We get a bunch of free shots on them. We can fire rockets. We're obviously going to want to hold the machine gun fire, just sustain that constantly. The machine gun will have to reload occasionally, but for the most part it is a source of constant DPS. Then we just hammer the rocket launcher and the grenade launcher, because we have one of each. Just fill the room with explosions. Definitely want to take down one first, because that reduces enemy DPS considerably. We're at half health. Should be enough, I think. Like I said, we can't dodge anything. We just pretty much have to stand around and take it. Rayne is having a conversation with the other pilots of the mechs. It is basically incomprehensible.
You guys have been aiming? I'm going to cut you down. Tell you what, I'll only use my left hand. I can close my eyes too. They should be about even then. But I haven't even told anyone about the banana and cheese to come.
There we go. That was the end of the conversation. You didn't hear a word of it, but had to get it on recording.
See, boys, I'm running out of targets. Any more like you at home? Just you and me, Gosler. Who are you? How do you know my name? I've got a shopping list, and we fresh ran out of Gosler. The others were just for fun.
So now we have an execution target in a robot suit. Repeat the process. My health is much lower than I would like. We certainly don't get a refill. We're just gonna have to be the better pilot. And also try and get this asshole stuck behind a pillar so his shots will miss me, but it has not worked out.
Don't kill me. I'll give you what you want. Give us a plan for our mobile armor. Anything. Good. Here it is. You listening? Yes, I am listening. I want you dead.
So he's gonna try and run away, since we got his health low enough. But he's got the advantage since my health is critically low. Once he gets cornered, he turns around and kills me at the very last second. Brutal. So I'll get to skip the cutscenes at least. That'll speed this up. So we'll try this again, with all the cutscenes skipped this time. Hey look, giant statues of death. Hope he's on our side, this time. Normally, this part of the fight goes a lot better because the other mech will be distracted by the vampires. It'll attack them, you'll get some free hits. This time, the vampires went right for me. It actually did me a little bit of damage while I was trying to fight this guy. So I don't know. Maybe this time it went worse. We'll find out soon enough. The second this guy explodes, we'll know. Yeah, he's down, and our health is still pretty damn good. So we're ahead of the curve. Let's see if we can stay in the lead as we go up against the trio. When we skip the cutscene, we get even more free hits against these guys before they realize we are a vampire in a mech suit. I feel like we have to actually defeat these 3 mechs in the right order. I had one run where I killed this one immediately, as I'm about to do. Then I switched to what is normally the 3rd one, and I hammered the bejesus out of that thing. Hit it with everything I got for a really, really, really long time, and the middle one that I wasn't attacking exploded. So I think they share a health pool and will explode in a designated order. That would be a absurdly horrible way to do this, but my limited research suggests that that's the case. In the case of fairly poor programming. But a game with this sort of budget, you gotta forgive them occasional weirdnesses like that. Just work around it as best you can. Almost got this guy down. I don't know if it's even possible to kill them all before the dialogue ends. But the dialogue is almost over. There we go. My health is atrocious, if we're being honest here. If the positions work out properly, we will have a huge advantage where the enemy's right arm, which holds the rocket launcher, simply won't be able to do anything. All of his rockets will just hit the wall. So our DPS will be dramatically higher than his. It's more or less working out that way so far, but he's slowly wiping out debris and quickly wiping out our health. So I think the fact that he started so far ahead of us pretty much sealed the deal on this one. But we'll see. This last part goes real quick. One of us is going to be dead in moments. Hopefully it's him. It's looking good. Yes, we win. Let his death cutscene play out, tick him off the list, and duck walk our way across the cathedral.
Leutnant Gruber to General Staff Sumo Panzergaussler. Bridge to the 2nd castle has been breached. The lift at the top of the cathedral has been activated.
We'll take some machine gun fire. Does very, very little damage to our mech. It could potentially take us out, but it's super, super unlikely. Then once we get over here,
Oh, I wish I could take that thing with me, but it's too cumbersome to ride around.
we get to dismount and do some platforming. My favorite in BloodRayne. Yeehaw. Oh, here's a little feature I've not used the entire game. Quick turn. It's, well, they assign it to one of the face buttons at least. So it's super easy to use the quick turn. I've played other games where you have to, like, press 2 shoulder buttons, maybe even press down both of the analog sticks at the same time. This game, you just tap one button, you quick turn. It is of questionable use, but some use nonetheless. Wrap that up nice and quick. on-foot combat is of so little consequence here that they basically have the NPCs do it to one another. We don't even have to worry about it. Then we can just walk out of here, unencumbered. At long last. I like that section of the game. It drags. I made it drag longer than it needed to, but it still drags.
What? Mince is alive? And she's working for that bastard wolf? No. That bitch. I'm gonna tear her apart.
The big shocking twist. Mince is back. After being unceremoniously devoured by some weird spider thing back in the first chapter. And I was aware that was going to happen. You missed my blind reaction of no reaction whatsoever. Because even once Mince was first killed, I was pretty sure it was about a coin toss that she would come back at some point, and likely as an enemy. Honestly, I've been expecting this whole game that the Brimstone Society itself is probably an enemy of Rayne's. Like a shadowy organization that sends us on spy missions. Like, in every video game where that's a plot point, they turn against the player. Every single time. That's not good. Yeah. That guy grenaded himself. Now I'm gonna have to eat you to make up for it. But like, Metal Gear Solid, the Hitman series. If you're a spy in a shadowy organization, they're gonna turn on you. Just plan on it. You should see it coming at this point. So these jetpack guys have outsmarted me. That kind of sucks. Yeah, I can't make him get over here through the fence. Ah, well. That'll at least give me a full health refill when I enter this area again. So I'll be in better shape. Kick through the glass. Shocking reveal. Mince is back. Blah, blah, blah. We do have to kill everybody because we are furious that we've been betrayed by our mentor. And after she had such engaging character development, two big heaping globs of bouncing character development is what she led the game with. Rayne's been on her own, a jaded hero ever since. And now we're going to show Mince just how jaded and heartless we become in her absence. Let's see. We do want to get kind of close to the jetpack guys, because we'll be more accurate if we're closer. Most of the time their jetpacks will explode, so you gotta plan for that. I think that was the last one. This should top off our health. We are in real good shape. Except for that guy. He wanted to jump into a bottomless pit. Good for him.
I thought you were dead.
Thinking never was your strong point.
You traitorous bitch.
That really hurt. Are you here to talk or do something about it?
Why are you doing this?
Come on, little girl. Let's see what you've got.
And that's probably all the character development we're ever going to get for Mince. She just hates us for no reason. Hyper-generic character with a hyper-generic heel turn. Got most of her health down with our ballet act. We do have to chase her, and then occasionally she will turn around. Attack us a little bit, but not very much. And off she goes to some set piece.
Don't make me do this.
I feel like our heart is set on this. I'm not gonna feel too much regret once we finish off Mince here.
It's finished. Mince! Goodbye, Rain!
Real comic book death there. But apparently we're supposed to accept that's her real death this time. She's definitely not coming back now. There would be no reason to think we will ever see Mince again. Oh, the pathos. She clearly had pangs of regret at the very end there. Our best friend, Mince. Alas, we've lost so much on this journey. Stick to the action game dialogue. That's what you're good at. Terminal reality, developers of BloodRayne. The melodrama, not so much. Get a real good look at the full moon. The low resolution full moon. Should probably kick that down. Maybe? I don't know. Maybe we can... Oh, the arrow is pointing down. I wasn't even looking at the mini-map. My mistake. Make sure not to jump in a bottomless pit. And there we go. That was probably the emotional climax of BloodRayne. Now we really have to get our revenge after the horrible thing that Jurgen Wolf just made us do to old Mince. Now night has fallen. Not only have the Nazis decided to attack a bunch of vampires in their home castle just before nightfall, they decided to do it on a full moon. And these are vampires that are so vampiric that they have basically turned into werewolves, it looks like. I don't know. They don't have very much HP. They go down real quick with melee attacks. But they deal a lot of damage. And I assume there will be a red palette-swapped version that we'll meet later on that have much higher HP. This one I'm fighting now seems to have much higher HP. Let's try feeding on him. Yeah, not as detailed as the zombies were in the first level. Certainly not as surprising as the Daemites. They were a very original monster design. These things are just vampire werewolves. Oh, whatever. We are coming up on the end of the game, is my understanding. I am actually blind to this part. I've never played this far in the level. Did want to see a little bit of the game fresh, if at all possible. Maybe it won't be. Might be too damn hard. Wouldn't surprise me, they've really ratcheted up the difficulty here in Germany. It's the final chapter, and Argentina wasn't that hard. So it's entirely possible that you would have just ground through this game. And then you're not going to get your money's worth. This game came out at, like, it might have been a budget title for all I know. Wouldn't surprise me, honestly, but even budget titles were 20 to 30 bucks back in this gaming era. So you needed 20 to 30 hours of gameplay in order to sell your damn game. And you weren't going to get it without a lot of padding. Which is why this chapter is intentionally bad. We want to get that ethical shotgun. First, right there. There we go. That is a blood rage attack. We unlocked it a long time ago, and I tried to use it and it didn't work because I had a full blood rage meter. So when you have a full meter, it just activates blood rage when you try to use it. But if you have a partial meter, it uses part of that meter in order to do a super attack that usually one-hit kills your target. And I seem to be lost. Where am I trying to go here? I figured this out last time, no problem. Now I just keep going down this hallway. Ah, there we go. Don't seem to have any gun available. These vampire bats look super goofy. They're much wider than the other vampires, which doesn't look great. There we go. Divide and conquer. Fighting them in a mass, they chain hit you, then you'll be dead pretty quick. Where is this guy? Oh, all the vampires are trying to get in to this area. They're not smart enough to do it, but maybe I am. Should I kick my way in? Doesn't seem like it. Let's see. Yeah, I think they're obfuscating the path in once again. Looks like they want us to approach from above. I see a stairway leading down. That's a one-way door. This appears to be a vampire elite of some sort. Yep. And he, stun-locked me there. Which is why I died. Really drained the hell out of my health there. Really, really fast. Impressive in a way. The opening cutscene probably had a hint as to how to get in there. But I'll brute force it some way. For the most part, in this chapter, you want to ignore the minimap, because the arrow is completely useless. it'll send you in a direction that just leads you to a brick wall. Some completely impenetrable area. You'll have to take a wildly circuitous path to find the actual route to where you need to go. It's rather horrible. That appears to be a dead end, with a guy who has a rocket launcher. That is the one-way door. I think I can get up here. That'll get me somewhere. Yeah, I like the feel of this so far. Just ignore all the vampires. Who needs them? Yep, we appear to be above our target. Flip the switch. There we go. We have our entrance to our officer. I guess I should shoot him. Didn't see any other way to get down there. Which would be a problem if I didn't have enough ammo. Weird. Someone shooting a rocket launcher in here, though. And the next target is far below us. Whoop. Grab a snack. Switch on Aura Vision. And look way down there. How am I gonna get down there? No idea, quite frankly. Yep, that's not gonna help. They've barred all the stained glass. As you do. Yep. So this seems like it was only to get to this particular officer. That is another switch. Do we descend further? Do we hop in the Iron Maiden? That's rarely a good idea. I have played a game where hopping in an Iron Maiden did lead to progress. That was not a good game, though. That was The Darkness 2. I kinda like The Darkness 2, but I would not go as far as to say it is a good game. Real B-. Let's see. Seems to have done all I can do back here. And I didn't kill any enemies along the way. So leaving is gonna be a pain. Quit biting me. Or rather, slashing me. Because these are more werewolves than vampires. And elite. Use them to grind up some blood rage for when we eventually get to the officer. But where could this officer be? Even further below us. This guy's subterranean. 6 feet under already. Right about on his level. There we go.
my target from the stables. I guess I can check you off the list.
We did ultimately accept that we didn't get to kill him. But he's dead anyway.
Get the hell out of here! Schnell! Mark, schnell!
And now we get to leave. Poor guy was no match for old Hedrox. They gotta introduce another named character here. The final stretch of BloodRayne. They're bombing the area, that's not good. Gonna have to go through the exploding area to get to the exit. We made it. That was manageable. The level design has gotten as cruel and inscrutable as Louisiana was, but I've more or less figured out this game's tricks. Let's keep digging through this pile of shit that is the end of the game. See what we dredge up. Another officer. They're launching rockets at vampires. Should keep them busy while we approach. Do some terrible, terrible platforming. And climb some more broken walls. I found an invisible wall, so I should not try to climb that any further. Definitely a dead end. Ugh. Yep. They're just waiting for me to try and feed. There we go. I'm out of line of sight. Now I can enjoy my snack in peace. Just ignore all the doors. All the doors are fake. Don't have to worry about them at all. Let's see. Over that way. If I get this tiny little extra bit of height by standing on this railing, it should be enough to get up there, I think. I mean, I think that. I'm not sure the game thinks that. Yeah, it does not. Oh well. It was a brilliant plan. How am I gonna get up there? Oh, we'll try the door. Hey, it worked. What do you know? One of those kick-down doors. Seems to be required for progress. Yeah, I said I wanted execution moves for when you're draining someone's blood and you have full health. The blood rage attacks are basically those execution moves. Thing is, you can only do them when you don't have a full blood rage meter. And most of the time I save a full blood rage meter for when I get in a real tight spot. So, I don't have a lot of opportunities to use blood rage moves. They're also very, very costly. 1/3 of your rage meter. Completely wasted to do an execution on a single target. So they, in theory, speed up the pace of the game, but then you have to refill your rage meter, which slows things back down. So they are kind of self-defeating, those rage attacks. Still has more use than the jumping harpoon. I've literally never found a use for that. I might have come upon a dead end. Oh, not even slightly. Just a really, really, really long staircase that the camera can't keep up with. This is the sort of situation that Blood Rage was built for. Stunlock 2 super enemies. And eliminate. The boss is immediately above us right now. Gotta figure out a way to get to him. This ought to do it. Gotta handle this carefully, though. You take cover, fucker. Just chillin'. In full view of the commanding officer. Seconds before I eliminate him. Job well done. I am gonna have to get the hell out of here, though. That might be the hard part. Particularly finding the way back the way I came. It's not gonna be very easy. Just do the staircase blind, because what's the point of even trying to use the camera? I'm on the right level, but not in the right area. Okay, gonna have to get over there. Ah, they blew up part of the wall. That's gonna be my access point, it looks like. Uh-oh. That's a bottomless pit. Right? Yes. Damn it all. So that's gonna take a very long time to get back to where I just was. Alright. Back where we left off, the game is at this point sick of showing me the cutscene. Because this has taken a few tries. The addition of instant death pits to a game that has platforming this bad, where your jumps occasionally get eaten. Not a welcome addition. It certainly makes the game harder.
Bastard.
Harder than it damn well ought to be. The floor is just a writhing mass of vampires. They'll chew you to bits if you touch it for a second. What we want to do... Let's get over here. I like the feeling of this area. Let's see how it treats us. There's the hole in the wall. Let's just touch it. Touch it. Thank you. Escape the tower. Thought we were done here. Maybe we will be soon. Our resources are excellent, but that can turn on a dime. The arrow is pointing down. Does Does this stairway go down as well? This stairway goes down as well. Good thing I checked. Would not have wanted to go all the way to the top of that staircase. Then have to turn around and go all the way back. However, the bottom of the staircase appears to be a dead end. That sucks. Well, let's go to the top of the staircase. See if that treats us any better. Round and round we go. All to find a broken gate at the very top. Just says jump. Seems lethal, but I have no choice but to try, just in case. Yeah, we're gonna want to try and get over to that windmill. I'll give it a shot. Okay, we did it. Somehow, some way, for some reason, we are moving on.
Hedrox. Hello. Long way from home, Hedrox. What's the score?
We want the heart, the liar's heart. Hedrox thought the previous owner, Cowboy Coo, hid the relic. Hedrox found Voiku and threw him to his death. You saw Hedrox eat the human's mind. And Hedrox learned Voiku wore the relic on his crown. Relic's not unlike the one in you, Ray. Hedrox wants the secret. Tell Hedrox, how does Hedrox put the relic in the body?
Sure. You have to cut your heart out and replace it with Beliar's.
Do you not think Hedrox has tried? Does Rain forget? Hedrox is infinite! Hedrox wants the secret. Hedrox will tear Rain's eye out and eat her mind to find it.
Hedrox, I'm gonna do the same thing to you that you did to Voiku.
Time to kill a bunch of Hedroses. I believe that's the plural of Hedrox. So that went well at first, but seems to be a bit of a Fantasia situation. Everyone we cut up turns into additional Hedroses. For indeed, they are infinite.
Over here, Hedrox.
Surely the game engine can only survive so many Hedroxes, though. I aim to find out.
Come and get me.
Health bar is not moving in the least. So we'll try another Blood Rage if I survive. Long enough to fill that meter. Feel like I should be able to move down another level. Ah. Yeah, it seems to imply that that's part of the solution. You go down a level, and then you can drop the Hedroxes into the water or something? Like they did to Voiku? I don't know. Let's see. Can't go down that way. Really feels like I should be able to go down that way. Yeah, infinite. I get it. Yeah, I don't have a good plan on this run. And it seems to have cost me. Yeah. We'll try that again. See if we can't figure it out this time. At least it gets right into the action for once. No preamble, right into the boss fight. Start with our blood rage. Saw him to bits, and see if I'm just supposed to keep doing this. It's the only idea I have. I just got a new idea, though. If I attack these, they seem to break.
Come and get me.
Get rid of all of them, and the floor should fall out.
So shit. Come on.
Looks like I'm gonna have to do it again, because this chapter is padded to hell. That's fine. I at least like this idea. It is rather intuitive. Would be more intuitive if they didn't put that door in the floor. This does feel kind of like you might want to try that, but you can't.
You know why I love you? 'Cause you're smart. But there's lots more where you came from, right? You wanna call them? Or how about you cut some more of yourself right now? 1, 2, 20, 1,000. You always equal 0 to me, Headlocks. I will kill you over and over until there are none of you left.
Headrocks doesn't need rain. Headrocks will change someone else's mind.
Damn you, Hedrox. You got away. Guess we're gonna have to fight him somewhere else. Let's see what our next set piece is. The bridge.
Vampire!
I'm out of here!
Ugh, landmines.
Ugh. That could be very unfun for me. So I'm just gonna try and not even touch the ground. See how long the game lets me do that. I should have used my guns. But, full health refill. They probably should just give you a full health refill when you start a new area. Just so you don't have to die in order to get that basic accommodation. Yeah, I'm not screwing with the ground at all. Yeah, I guess it's not quite a full health refill. Just most of my health. Just unlock this guy, thereby accruing some blood rage. Can't really use it for blood, as I would like to. Here's our blood rage. Finish him with the guns. Oh, come on, that should have been out of the blast radius. But I guess when there's 3 guys with rocket launchers, they got quite a blast radius. Maybe the landmines are only in that area. Okay. Now they're hitting me with their rocket launchers. That's just rude. We do get to do the double chop, like Rayne did in the cutscene, to take both of the guy's arms off in one move. I'm gonna go ahead and ignore that giant robot. Surely that's not our officer.
Round 2. Hello, Jurgen.
Admittedly, I did not see that coming. Jurgen has become some kind of super soldier.
When he had the chance.
Some kind of fire-breathing, bridge-burning asshole. Get me out of here and feed me. Didn't work. Damn it all. Past the minefield at least. Can we get past these guys without taking too much damage? Yes, actually. That is a miracle. Now can we make it to the bridge without dying? Let us see. Weave around the goddamn robot. And we've triggered the cutscenes. Just serpentine our way through here. Let's see if we can make it to the other side. If you go too fast, the bridge will explode underneath your feet at several scripted points. Deal tremendous, virtually unsurvivable amounts of damage. And then if you go too slow, the bridge will explode underneath your feet. And one hit kill you. So don't let that happen. But we got the officer down. Now we just need to get to the exit. And we will be done with the bridge. I hate the bridge. Use our damage resistance from Blood Rage and just get the hell out of there. Acceptable. I don't like it, but it's over. I hate that part of the game. So our next pair of officers are some kind of clone bullshits. We're gonna want to top off our health using enemies who insist on blowing themselves up as we try to eat them, but are otherwise very easy to feed upon. They are just here to be eaten. They want us to have full health going into this fight.
Oh, the doppelganger twins, what a pleasant surprise. Such handsome Nazis. And 2 of them.
We had no idea the troublemaker
Would be as beautiful as you are.
And gentlemanly. My luck is turning.
What is your name, Fräulein?
Why bother with names? This won't be more than a one-night stand.
Ah, that is too bad.
A shame, really. We were hoping for...
Something more of a commitment.
You know, you two remind me of someone.
Someone you're fond of?
Wouldn't go that far. Just someone I killed. Again and again.
She speaks of Hedrox.
So, you boys lose your arms playing catch?
No, we were born conjoined.
But sadly, separated soon after birth.
Well, when I'm done, you'll both be missing more than an arm.
We don't miss an arm.
We missed the connection we once had.
You boys are too much. Now this might hurt a little.
Introducing 2 more truly bizarre characters.
Enjoy now.
Are you talking about what I think you're talking about?
Isn't she?
Wonderful, brother.
My thoughts exactly.
They just run around the 2 pillars very, very quickly. They're hard to keep up with. But you keep at it, eventually you'll catch up.
I don't think she enjoys our company as much as we do hers, brother.
Oh, I'm really enjoying our little banter. But that doesn't mean I'm not kidding.
I just...
Yeah, these weird twins are super horny for us. Which is befitting the game that we're playing, gotta admit.
Give in to us, minor leader.
We got a blood rage going. Let's make a little progress. Using this, the slowdown from blood rage, we can keep up with them much more easily.
I like you guys. Who wants to be
Wonderful move, little girl.
What the fuck?
Oh, look, we surprised her, brother.
What a becoming look on her face.
Oh, tell her, Sigmund, she should know.
As with everything else, we share each other's pain.
One of us is unaffected, while the other suffers.
So, you punch yourself when you're mad at your brother?
She's so quick, we should keep her.
We really hate to have to hurt you, pretty girl.
And they just keep adding character elements for these throwaway characters that we're only going to see for a couple of seconds before we slaughter them. They really wanted us to remember these twins.
You ever feel there's just one of you too many?
Simon! No need to fight anymore, little girl. You have mortally wounded my brother. I will follow soon.
She got me.
No, she got me. I'm sorry, brother.
I can't see. Where are you, Sigmund?
I am here. I am here with you.
I'm dying.
Yes. No! Goodbye, Simon. You never told us your name.
And there they go. Into obscurity.
Who could that be?
Bizarre Nazi comedy segment is over, mercifully. Let's get the hell out of here. What could possibly follow that up? Why, the return of Mince. I called it.
You know, your whole coming back from the dead act is really starting to get old, Mince.
Rain. I'm a double agent, ever since that mission in Louisiana.
You expect me to swallow that?
Yes, I do. Who do you think saved you after Wolf left you for dead in Louisiana? Who do you think led you to the target file in Germany? Who do you think has been your informant this entire time?
But...
Here.
Officer nameplates.
You can check them off your list. Maybe now you believe me.
So why haven't you killed Wolf yet?
It's not that easy. He's almost invincible with all the relics in his body. But we can't let him get Belier's heart. It's the most dangerous piece.
Hedrox already has it.
What?
I don't think he knows how to use it, though. He's looking for officers to interrogate.
I thought the relic was automatic.
I did too. But nothing happened.
We need to get that thing away from him and Wolf. The heart can awaken the demon himself, and we can't let that happen.
So now Mince is a double, triple agent. Do I hear a quadruple agent? I hope so. Oh no. There it is.
Mince!
No one crosses me ever, especially not a bastard vampire. I am Jürgen Wolf, and soon I will hold the heart of Beliar and become immortal. I will be God.
You bastard!
Such hatred, such fear.
I'm gonna make you pay for this. You hear me? You'll pay for this!
Yes, let the rage burn, Rain. Feed it.
Go to hell.
Why do you think I haven't killed you yet?
That's gonna be your biggest mistake, you son of a bitch.
Hedrox waits in the cathedral. You will join us? You both have something I want.
I'll kill you, Wolf. Do you hear me? I'll pull you to pieces.
So many twists involving Mince. Every time we think we're done with her, she comes back. Really, she's the main character of BloodRayne. Rain herself is just kinda stumbling randomly. What do we, kick this down? Yeah, looks like it. Kick it many, many times. When in doubt, use the spin kick. Lots and lots of times.
Oh, Jesus. Mince, you aren't coming back this time, are you? I'll make him pay. I promise. Today, Jürgen Wolf will die.
We must avenge Mince, who betrayed us, but actually she was on our side the whole time and she saved us many times. And now she's probably going to get turned into a villain again at some point. By stuffing the heart of Beliar in her corpse or some shit. I don't know. What I do know is, this is the last segment of the entire game. They got a lot of plot threads to wrap up real quick. Let us see how they pull this off, because I am once again going in blind. Hey, buddies. This is a second recording. Everything since I completed the bridge has been a fresh new recording. Actually, the successful run of the bridge was where this recording started. Because everything up to that point, I accidentally erased. I saved the recording, but I erased the progress by selecting the wrong option after I died on the death menu. So I had to replay the whole chapter up to the bridge. But now here we are at the very finale.
Give me the heart, Hedrox.
No. So glad all are here. You brought the liar's paths. Hedrox now knows the secret. Here's a present for your collection, Rain.
Ober Lieutenant Bogue.
He gives the answer for Hedrox. The secret. The relic is hidden with it. Secret. The liar's black heart. It's powerful. I can feel it. What have you done with Hedrox? Creating new more Hedrox. The liar is born again. Now, each of you has something that belongs to me.
You're gonna have to come and get it.
Well, guess this is our final boss. We're teaming up with Jurgen Wolf to kill Beliar. By teaming up, I mean kicking his head off or something.
Doesn't your dead friend deserve a bit more than that?
Oh, I'm not done yet.
No, I guess we just kicked him once. And he ran away. Beliar, I don't know what I'm gonna do to this thing. Seems like Wolf might have a plan. He's fairly tough, but Blood Rage is the great equalizer. I don't think I'm going to get many opportunities to feed. Seems like it's just us monsters up here. Wolf's the only one who's got any blood in him. So I might be screwed. Yeah, up here is nothing. Just a bunch of corpses. Rocket launcher. Could be interesting. Oh, there goes Wolf. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on, or what to do about it. Throw a grenade down on Diablo here. Ineffective. Plus I kind of missed. Let's see, there's Wolf. Got a bit of an advantage at the moment. At least in the health department. And off he goes. Yeah. Not sure how I could have handled that better, but once I skip the cutscenes, we can get right back to it. I wouldn't be surprised if I had to look up what kind of weird bullshit I have to do to complete this, because this appears to be a total gimmick fight. Let's get right to it. Hit him once. Activate that cutscene. How about you, big guy? Not even getting Blood Rage off of him. Total waste. So the implication is I have to start with Wolf, take him out, then maybe something substantive will occur. Oh, is Beliar coming up the stairs? That's adorable. This tough guy keeps running out of ammo. Grind him with Blood Rage, as has been the solution for every boss fight in the entire game. Will it save us here, though? Wolf has a preposterous amount of HP. And yet, the least character of pretty much any of the villains so far. Like Commando, the guy who didn't speak, just teleported around. He was more of a character than Wolf. And obviously the twins. The the twins also could have been the main characters. This game should have just been about Mince and the twins. I would have bought that game. Dance around this guy very awkwardly. For some reason, Beliar decides to level up. No clue what on earth is going on right now. But we're making some kind of progress. Wolf's at about half health. One blood rage is not going to do it, unfortunately. Because his HP is way too high. It might actually do it. Will we get our revenge? And will it be enough to win this goddamn final boss fight? It did kill the boss, and it might have finished the final boss fight. Let's see. Are there more cutscenes? Oh, nope, there's more boss. But we hit a checkpoint at least. What can we do against this thing? Not a whole hell of a lot. My starting HP is way too low. Got basically no chance here. But we'll see if we can figure out what we're even supposed to do. Drop something down on him, probably? There is some stuff up there, but I don't have a lot of good ways to drop it on anybody. Shoot him with a rocket launcher. Why not? Where you at, big guy? Is he going up the stairs again? Shouldn't even be able to fit on the stairs. It actually did damage. Yeah, guns are hurting him. Guns have stopped hurting him. I'm gonna run out of ammo at this rate.
Tell me, do I look fat in this?
He seems to like stomping on this middle area. Then he gets huge. Now he can't follow me, I assume. I think he regenerated a bit of health when he did that. What do we have up here? Oh, one of those tank guns. Let's try shooting him with a sniper rifle. Don't know if he can return fire. Fire. Because he's in flames. So he is doing something. I think that did some damage to me. And my attacks are very ineffective from the looks of it. Don't think using his eye against him is going to work at all. Ah well. Best laid plans. Get one of these back. Ooh. Yeah, now that he's gigantic, his range is significant enough that I do kind of have to worry about him as an opponent. Can't just kite him around. So I will probably have to prevent him from growing that large to the best of my ability. Shoot him with everything I got. Particularly grenades. Yeah, just bullets. Bullets seem to be the way to go here. Bit anticlimactic if this actually gets the job done. Some otherworldly ancient demon defeated by the power of guns. Sniper rifle is laughably ineffective. Uh-oh. He's doing his thing. Which means I'm gonna need a lot of ammo. Fast. Got one of the rocket launchers up here. Nah, just another sniper. That should do it. Grab some more small arms. And get back to work. Quit it, you. Can we knock him out of this animation? Doesn't seem like it. Seems like we just gotta keep our distance. Use the environment to shield us from attacks. Maybe we can attack his toes? His little stiletto heels here? Nah, literally nothing. Damn it. At this point, I guess I should be attacking him from the upper level, because he's the size of the entire arena. So that just makes the most sense from a practical standpoint. No. Can't really reach him. And he's trying to grow again. How big's he gonna get? What's your plan, big guy? Your plan is to not get shot by me? There we go. Got a clean shot on him. Really taking him to pieces here. That was anticlimactic. Rayne really turned into Craig from South Park here at the very end. Just flipping the bird at everybody. And that's it. She's going for the heart. I guess that's gonna transform her into some kind of super vampire or something. I don't know. I really was not invested in the artifact plotline. And that seems to be our big conclusion. Oh, well. And of course, she had to double check the real main character of the game, her chest, right at the very end there. Right before flipping some middle fingers to some already dead enemies. That was really silly. This game burned a lot of goodwill right at the very end there. This entire last chapter has not been very good. Parts of it have been atrocious, just absolutely agonizing. But the game did have a lot of goodwill to burn here on the final chapter. And at the very least, it was funny. I mean, the terrible crap, it was very silly. In an entertaining way. Gameplay design, very bad. Clearly designed to drag things out. Help us get our money's worth through agonizing, miserable torture. Nonetheless, I am excited to get into the sequel. I have watched a trailer for the sequel, and it looks like they improved the gameplay in a lot of surprising ways. I kind of figured because it's only 1 year after that the sequel was released, that it would basically be the exact same game, just with a new storyline. But no, it seems to have improved a lot of the mechanics. I assume this game was more or less rushed out the door with a low budget, which is why the end of the game, clearly very padded, clearly very weak in design terms. So maybe the second game they had more time to finish up the design, put the finishing touches on it, polish things up, make it nice and shiny. Maybe the sequel will be much, much better. Obviously, Jürgen Wolf, very underwhelming villain. Total garbage. Beliar, the final boss, just appears right at the very end, just to be unceremoniously wiped out. And Mince reappears to be the secret main character of the entire game. It was underwhelming, but the game overall surpassed my expectations in a lot of ways. I liked it a lot. And obviously there's a post-credit sequence, why wouldn't there be? Ooh, shocking twist, she doesn't actually touch the heart.
Beliar's finished. You've earned rest, Rain, but a new evil grows more powerful even now. Brimstone Society has found your father. He must be stopped.
Would you look at that? So the sequel hook wasn't actually anything to do with Beliar. They expected me to not give a shit about him, and mission accomplished there. The sequel hook is we're actually going to go look for our father, like the opening cutscene said we were going to do all along. I'm in. I'm definitely going to play the sequel. I bought it at the same time as this game, just in case, because the PlayStation 3 store was shutting down. However, since the last video, Sony has decided not to shut down the PS3 store. So, in theory, that would have been a waste of money. However, I'm very excited to look at the sequel. I really enjoyed BloodRayne. I expect to really enjoy BloodRayne 2, eventually. I'm not going to play it next. The next game I'm going to play is, well, the name of the villainous group we just defeated, the Guggengeist group. One of the syllables is the next game that I'll be playing. And, probably won't be too hard to narrow it down from there. So I will see you with BloodRayne 2 eventually. I'm looking forward to it. Hope you are too. Thanks for watching me play through BloodRayne. drag myself over the finish line after having really enjoyed the vast majority of the game. And I hope to see you in the sequel. Real quick. Let's see if I can remember. I believe it is Insane, Jibs, Good, and something else. It unlocks the only cheat that matters, which is super enhanced gore. Makes all the corpses explode even more violently than they already do. Which is something I appreciate in a game. I'm not even going to bother to show it off. But yeah, the cheat system is decent. They didn't have too many clever ideas with it though. So that's that. BloodRayne over.